it depends on like what you're dealing with, but you know, there's a lot of Aquarians who really don't have a single idea like this even exists, right? They think they're just some happy or crazy, wild individual and quirky and all this nonsense, you know, that they get from other Aquarians and other like people who do zodiac things on TikTok and Instagram, and you know, always talking about, yeah, Aquarians is always shutting down. Yeah, we shut down, right? Which, you know, is a bad thing, because you got to keep in mind that you know, Aquarian is supposed to be one of the four fixed signs, right? That's supposed to be actually guarding God's throne. So it's like you saying, yeah, we shut down when, you know, whatever. That's basically saying, you know, letting your guard down for the enemy to attack God's throne. You know what I mean? So it's like you was put there because it's like you're trusted, right? You've been entrusted to guard God's throne. You see what I mean? And then you're going to shut down when the pressure gets tough, or, you know, so it's like you're letting the enemy get through. You know what I'm saying? Because the four fixed signs are supposed to be the strongest signs, right? Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Right? Those are like the fiercest zodiacs out of the 12 that basically been entrusted to guard God's throne. And then every time I be looking at these things and reading comments and stuff like that, you got Aquarians always talking about, yeah, we shut down. I better knock that off. You know what I'm saying? And guard that throne. That's what you've been entrusted to do. You don't see no Scorpios and Taurus and Leos talking about, you know what I'm saying, backing down. They don't even back down in the animal kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So Aquarius needs to stop acting weak. You know what I mean? But so I'm